We have options in QuickBooks to enter transactions VAT inclusive or VAT exclusive or no VAT at all. So we need to look really at the settings for those particular entries and how you can change those entries on a particular transaction. So if I go to the gear in the top right here and my accounts and settings under your company, we'll be able to go and have a look in here at the settings under advanced. So under advanced settings, you can see in the top section of accounting, I've got a default tax rate selection there. At the minute this is showing exclusive of tax, and if I click in the little pencil mark you can see my three options there: exclusive, inclusive or no VAT. These will apply to your sales forms and to your purchasing forms, so all forms in QuickBooks will default to your selection there. If I leave it on exclusive of tax there, I'll just show you that. For example, going to my plus sign and an expense form, we will be able to see here that by default my amounts are exclusive of tax. But this is where you would go when you're entering something where you've got a gross figure, and you might say this particular entry I'm going to do inclusive of tax, and then if you change it for that particular entry you'd be putting a gross figure in your amount to calculate the VAT from the gross. So that's where you've got your inclusive, exclusive, no VAT on a particular individual transaction. If we look at the settings on the sales side, you will be aware that under products and services, so if I go to little gear and into my product and service list, this drives the behaviour of the sales on my invoicing. And in here there are settings where, for example, if I go to catering and click on edit, you can in here specify that a particular cost or purchase price, sales price in this instance here, sales price that you put in here can be inclusive or exclusive of tax. If you click inclusive here, it doesn't impact on the fact that the actual invoice will come through an exclusive basis. It's simply feeding that sales price through at an inclusive rate. So if I go into my invoicing and I was to pick that particular product, so I'm going to just type under my product catering here, you'll see that it's still exclusive here, but it's just that the price is brought through is based on an inclusive rate. So it doesn't affect my settings here down the right hand side, are exclusive or inclusive. That is driven from my preference that we first looked at in the accounts and settings. So that's how QuickBooks looks at inclusive and exclusive in its VAT postings.